Little known fact about comedy, it's actually harder to pull off than drama. You have to be really, really good at understanding the absurd, people's expectations, timing. It's really easy to get it wrong if you go in not knowing what you're doing. And it's pretty obvious that today's book is exactly that. Hello everyone, welcome to the Book Cafe. Sorry it's been so long since my last update. I've been moving, as you can tell. I'm almost done unpacking, but I haven't quite found my memory card yet, so for now we're going to be doing this in the old format. Today we're reviewing Kill the Farmboy by Delilah S. Dawson and Kevin Hearn. There's a lot that can be said about this book. It's ambitious, it's clever, it's unusual, it's brave, and it does a lot of things that you wouldn't expect from a fantasy book. Unfortunately, the most important parts are where it falls flat. First, is it funny? Well, kind of. Second, is it interesting? To which I give a resounding meh. I absolutely love the characters. Despite the simplicity of the book, each of them had a stunning amount of depth and complexity to them. The problem is that the novel doesn't do much with them. There is something of a plot, but you barely have any idea of what it is until the final pages. By which point, two of the main characters have died suddenly, randomly, and kind of pointlessly. It feels like there's too many characters for them. It feels like there's too many main characters for them to develop properly. It's like they tried to cram every idea they ever had about fantasy into one story. They're trying to take fairy tales, Dungeons and Dragons, sword and sorcery, mash them all together and flip them upside down at once, and it's not an easy proposition. This book reminded me a lot of the Enchanted Forest Chronicles by Patricia C. Reed, and I couldn't help comparing the two. Kill the Farmboy tries to do everything that Enchanted Forest Chronicles does, but doesn't manage to pull it off. It's like they're trying too hard to be funny, but they don't know what they're making fun of. There are jokes without punchlines, punchlines without jokes, some jokes that go on for entirely too long. The thing is, if they tried just a little less hard, this could have been a fantastic anachronistic fairy tale. You know what else this makes me think of? Shrek. Except Shrek knows when to end a joke, or when to start one. This book takes the classical hero's journey and doesn't subvert it. It avoids it. And it practically dodges having an actual storyline. I will admit this was a very difficult read for me. I had a lot of trouble getting through it. The language was easy, the writing was fine, the characters were great, but there wasn't enough to this book to keep me interested. I've been saying they tried too hard, but I think there were parts where they didn't try hard enough. They did too much breadth and not enough depth. I'd have loved to see them go into more detail about the Dread Necromancer Steve. I absolutely wanted to see where the Dark Lord Toby's character arc went before they unceremoniously tossed him out with the bathwater. Every interesting character arc goes nowhere except one, which, to be fair, is actually a surprisingly good romance, which by itself bumps this book up a notch. I would say buy it used. Partly for the audacity of what they're trying to do, and partly because the characters are fun, but to be honest, it's a bit difficult justifying pushing it higher than that. This is a book that wants to be funny, but it's only mildly amusing. So, take that as you will. Have you read Kill the Farmboy? What did you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, remember to show it by clicking the like button. Click here to subscribe, and here to watch more videos like this from the Book Cafe. I will see everyone next week, and until then, read good fantasy.